Dear viewers, Namaskar. Welcome to this edition of the News Bulletin. In view of the prevalent COVID conditions, you are requested to adhere to the COVID appropriate behaviors like wearing masks properly, washing hands frequently, maintaining social distancing and avoiding crowded places. In today's headlines, we need to focus on all-round preparedness to face another possible wave of COVID-19 pandemic, urges Mr. Amarendu Prakash, DIC, to senior officers of Rourkela Steel Plant. Hot strip mill 2 of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant successfully completes rolling of 10,496 ton HR coils. And in our Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav series, today's personality is Sri Biplabi Kabir Ravi Singh. And now the news in detail. We need to be prepared in every respect to face another possible wave of COVID-19 pandemic, emphasized Mr. Amarendu Prakash, DIC, while interacting with the senior officers of Rourkela Steel Plant in a virtual meeting on 3rd January 2022. After seeing the mayhem created by the second wave of COVID-19 across the world, we can't afford to take any chance. The new variant of COVID-19 is spreading in a fast and furious pace. We have to strengthen every step in the process of saving our employees, their family members, contract employees, as well as every other resident of our steel city and mines from the clutches of the pandemic, stressed the DIC. During the interaction, various initiatives were being taken by Rourkela Steel Plant in sanitization and prevention to testing, tracking, isolating and vaccinating were discussed threadbare by the senior officers of RSP, including Mr. A.K. Kundu, ED Mines, Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi, ED Works, Mr. A.K. Pradhan, ED Projects, Mr. P.K. Satpathy, ED P&A, Mr. C.R. Mohapatra, CGM in charge MM and Marketing, Mr. B.K. Hota, CMO in charge M and HS, as well as Dr. Shikhar Sahai, DIG, CISF. The DIC took stock of the medical facilities, availability of medicines, vaccines, testing kits, PPEs, liquid medical oxygen, oxygen cylinders, masks, sanitizer, disinfectant, etc. at Rourkela as well as the different mines locations under the Odisha group of mines. Mr. Prakash advised the senior officers to keep the employees and contract workers alert and aware about the developments so as to protect themselves as well as their family members safe from the virus. It is worth mentioning here that Rourkela Steel Plant has been taking proactive measures to face any kind of exigency arising out of the onslaught of the COVID pandemic. 128 beds have been earmarked for COVID treatment, out of which 50 have got oxygen support and 15 are in the COVID ICU. 3 RT-PCR testing setups are functioning at IGH with the capacity of carrying out 1500 testings daily. Besides, the super specialty hospital has 200 ICU beds and 100 ventilators that can be used for COVID treatment. Vaccination is also being carried out by IGH with its own resources as well as with the help of the state government. A vaccination facility for the youngsters belonging to 15 to 18 years has been set up by the state government at the OPD of IGH in the first phase, which has started functioning from 3rd January and will continue till 8th of January 2022. Hot strip mill 2 of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant has successfully completed rolling of 610 number of HR coils weighing 10,496 ton on 3rd January 2022 as a part of its stabilization process. It is worth mentioning here that the mill had rolled out its first coil in January 2020. However, because of the COVID-19 pandemic and therefore unavailability of the external experts, the process of rolling was kept on hold. The recommencement of rolling from the new state-of-art hot strip mill 2 of RSP began on 31st October 2021. The first 100 number of HR coils was rolled on 8 December 2021 and the first consignment of 16 numbers of hot rolled coils with a total tonnage of 246 ton from the mill was flagged off on 28 December 2021. The newly installed world-class HSM2 has a capacity to roll out 3 million ton of world-class HR coils per annum. As a part of the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav celebrations, SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant is presenting a series of news on the eminent personalities of Odisha, some well-known and some lesser known. Today's personality is Biplabi Kabi Rabi Singh. Sri Rabindranath Singh, popularly known as Rabi Singh, was born in 1934 and is famous for his revolutionary writings. He occupied a prominent place in Odia literature for his leftist thought and socialist approach. He took active part in the Goa liberation movement in 1955. His thought for exploitation-free and peaceful society had earned him a distinct place in Odia literature. Rabi Singh has also received the Odisha Sahitya Academy Award in 1961. His poetry collections include Patha Prantara Kabita, Charama Patra, Lal Pagodara Desa, Anyanya Kabita, Bhrukruti, Bidirna, Padatika, Apritikara Kabita, Jwalara Mala, Khyata, Vaishnavi, Durgama Giri, Jhada, Sarbahara, Banya, among others. He was conferred with the prestigious Ati Badi Jagannath Das Samman for the year 2017. And that's all for today. Namaskar.